on the next episode of Dared BlackHearts Spooky Club.
Well, I'm sure a lot of you got this email today, and I mentioned it a while back, but it's confirmed now via email. The flagship grand opening celebration is Saturday, August 1st, 2026 at the Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, Spirit location.
Night at 8 on TV 13.
Well, hello, Gingles and Goblins, and welcome back to the channel. The Halloween King back on the scene. In today's spooky video, it looks like we're finally getting some Spirit Halloween updates. And we're not talking about the Summerween updates from last week. We're talking about actual updates for possible animatronics that are going to be released in the next few weeks, as well as some new merchandise that's on the Spirit Halloween website, as well as other happenings in Halloween Town like Dollar General and Costco and TJ Maxx and everything you can think about that's happening this week in Halloween Town. So sit back, grab you some pumpkin spice and everything nice, and we're going to talk about all of the newest Halloween updates. So join me if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
So before we start today's video, I don't know how much more I can fit here in this studio area. It's starting to get a little carried away, but it continues and it keeps growing and growing and growing. Pretty soon, just to turn everything on, I might have to unbox this and use it.
We'll return after these messages.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper.
Lets you turn things on or off from anywhere in the room. Just plug in the clapper and a television, lamp, stereo, almost anything you want to clap on and off.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper.
The Clapper is now available at all Hills department stores, Phase Drugs, and Wegman food pharmacies.
Alright, so first up, let's get right into it. On my lunch break today, traveled up to the mall, to the food court, to have lunch. On my visit to the food court, I hopped into Spencer's, and one of the managers there at Spencer's also moonlights as one of the guys that sets up for my local Spirit Halloween. Now, it looks like they're already starting to get some of their planograms in their hands, which this is no surprise, seeing that we're already starting to see a lot of signage popping up around the states of abandoned buildings putting up the signs saying Spirit Halloween coming this year. Now, it looks like my Spirit Halloween is going to be returning to none other than my abandoned Party City building. How ironic, right? Spirit Halloween sets up shop inside of an old Party City building. Two that used to vie for your Halloween dollars back in the day. But nonetheless, my Party City's long gone, so Spirit Halloween is still around, so they take up the empty retail space. But nonetheless, he's the one that sets up for the Spirit Halloween in my area because, you know, Spirit and Spencer's are brother and sister stores, so sometimes if they're short on help, they just kind of rely on some of the management from Spencer's. Didn't know if you knew that or not, but that's kind of how it goes. But nonetheless, he was telling me it looks like on the planogram, it is definitely leaning towards a summer camp slasher theme. You heard that right. A summer camp slasher theme. Now, I asked him about the Michael Myers animatronic and the Jason Voorhees animatronic. He said there's an entire section dedicated to some Jason Voorhees merchandise. So, that being said, I know we're getting some looks at some Jason merchandise that's coming out. There's not been a leak yet of an animatronic. He didn't say if he saw a Jason animatronic or not, but it's making me wonder if it is going to be a legit summer camp slasher theme and they're having Jason Voorhees merchandise, then it would be a no-brainer to have a Jason animatronic. Again, this is not confirmed. It's just a discussion I had with the guy that's going to be setting up the planogram. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not confirming anything. It's just hearsay at this moment, but I wanted to hop on this video and share with you all what I found out. Now, the other rumor mill is going is that there's going to be a Michael Myers animatronic coming to Spirit Halloween. Now, on that same end, he didn't see a lot of Michael Myers stuff mentioned. He saw some Halloween stuff in the planogram, but not a lot of Michael Myers stuff. So I don't know if that's factual or not, if there's going to be a Michael Myers animatronic. So sound off in the comments below if you would like to see the Jason or the Michael Myers animatronic. I think for sure the Jason animatronic is almost locked in.
It doesn't need to be Friday the 13th to find Jason. Dial 1-900-13-JASON and talk to Jason from Camp Crystal Lake to your home. Let Jason tell you about his latest victim, his favorite tools for murder and mayhem, horrific stories from around the campfire, and more. Jason's waiting by the payphone at Camp Crystal Lake, so don't delay. Call now. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Kids, get your parents' permission before you dial.
Next up, Spirit Halloween this week has added some new items to their website. And just as I mentioned, there's a lot of Jason merchandise here. We're getting this Jason 80s inspired, Summerween inspired, what appears to be like a light up sign possibly. And then there's the neon Jason light up sign. So there's all kinds of cool pieces coming. There's all kinds of wall decor, all kinds of these neon LED style lamps. And of course, Terrifier, which we saw with the Summer Scary series. Terrifier, of course, is coming on strong in Halloween as well. You can see here you're going to even get a Terrifier bath set. You can choose from a shower curtain or a mat that says it's a bloodbath. And then check out this spooky spin on Zest soap. Look at the spooky ghost right here for your shower. That's pretty cool. So lots of cool drops have been coming to Spirit Halloween's website this week as well as last week with the Summerween stuff. But again, we're not touching base on that because that's old news now. We're on to Halloween instead of Summerween. And it looks like Bloody Mary is also going to be getting some attention this year, as well as Jack the Ripper. All kinds of cool stuff coming to Spirit Halloween for 2026. So if that's the case, and Bloody Mary and Jack the Ripper are involved in this, then it would make sense for it to be a summer camp slasher theme this year. If it is, I'm all for it. I was a huge fan of American Horror Story's Summer Camp 84. That season of American Horror Story, it was one of my absolute favorites. Now that's a lot of merchandise we don't see a lot of. It's American Horror Story. And I believe right in time for spooky season this year, the Coven is returning. So if you're a fan of American Horror Story, be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that.
Welcome to the Halloween outlet. We've been waiting for you. Enter if you dare and experience our dastardly selection of Halloween creations. Halloween outlet has unearthed the largest collection of masks, props, and costumes that is sure to keep your skin crawling. Visit one of Halloween outlet's 6 locations today and conjure up a great holiday. Halloween outlet corners Essex and Washington Salem. We sell right.
So I think we definitely have a lot of cool stuff headed our way for Spirit Halloween. And that could be very well why they're taking their time with a lot of this stuff, because it could be one of the best drops in a while. Like I always say here, I'm always hoping for vintage and retro inspired stuff, and a spooky summer camp would definitely be right up my alley. I can't wait to see it. But moving right along, it looks like also this week, as I mentioned last week on the channel, Costco was starting to drop some of their Halloween merchandise on their website. Now it looks like the groundbreaker has been spotted for the first time in 2026 in store. There's been a few posts going around where people have spotted it. Now again, take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is factual or not. It could be footage from last year, but I've seen it circling around on the Halloween message boards and the threads. And it looks like the groundbreaker, the normal groundbreaker, is definitely returning for 2026. And in some locations, it's already starting to be seen. I know a lot of us were wondering if Dollar General was going to do Summerween this year. Looks like Dollar General is not going to do Summerween this year, and I keep hitting refresh on their app, on their website, almost on a daily basis to see if Dollar General is getting any new drops. And finally, this morning, the Dollar General website has updated. They finally have a little banner up there talking about spooky season. So if that's any indication, it looks like Dollar General is going to be dropping some Halloween stuff pretty soon. If I remember correctly, last year, Dollar General started doing their planograms around mid-July, because I remember coming into Dollar General around sometime mid-July, right after the 4th of July, and they already had the planogram sheets hanging up on the shelves, and it was about a week later before Dollar General was just fully stocked with Halloween merchandise. So it looks like we're possibly about a month away from Dollar General releasing their Halloween merchandise.
Happy Halloween from Channel 13.
Next up, if you've been following the channel, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods, when I made my phone calls up there, they were telling me the end of June, early July, they were going to start putting all of their merchandise out. And it looks like that's going to be adding up correctly as well, because every day it seems almost, it's like all of those websites besides Home Goods, because they don't really have a website where you can find stuff and order it. But Marshalls and TJ Maxx do, and you can add a lot of this stuff to your cart right now, and almost on a daily basis, they're updating their Halloween inventory. So if that's any indication, I'm assuming a lot of this stuff is already on its way, shipped up in boxes, on its way to our local TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods stores. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this stuff looks like kind of mainstays from last year and the year before, but there are some new pieces trickled in and sprinkled in, whichever way you want to call it. Pillsbury sprinkles, if you will, on your funfetti. But they're sprinkled in for 2026. So it should be very cool seeing all of these hitting stores really, really soon. And I had a lot of people asking me about the Haunted House from Cracker Barrel this year. They were asking me, do I know if it's going to be restocked or not? I called up to 3 locations, and they said that once they're sold out in store, they're not getting any more in, because a lot of that stuff ends up being on clearance, like the one from last year that I ended up with. So when it's gone in store, it's gone probably for good. As for online, I do not know if they're going to restock or not. I don't think they restocked last year, because holiday merchandise is so hit or miss. I don't think they order a lot of it because they're worried it's going to be dead stock. So they just want to make sure that they order enough so they don't kind of lose money on it. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that if you missed out on the Haunted House this year, hopefully you can find it in stores, because I don't think there's going to be any restocks of it online.
The superstore that's so much more than a party store. Party store.
The midnight hour is at hand. Halloween is almost here. And Paperama has slashed prices to the bone on a huge selection of the most awesome costumes, accessories, and decorations. Paperama has everything you need. All your favorite Halloween candy, costumes, and accessories for every ghost and goblin in the family, and the most spectacular decorations. Hurry in now and save at Paperama, your Halloween party superstore, and so much more.
And on my way home, I decided to swing into this flea market here, antique store if you will, and I did find this. This is pretty cool. It's one of these storage boxes. Check this out. We've got the old Boris Pickett Monster Mash record sealed. Of course, it's a reissue. It's like a green, slime green as I call it, printing of the Monster Mash. And this is pretty cool. This is like a little mini makeup bag, Celestials. And Edgar Allan Poe merchandise here. This all appears to be custom made merchandise. Looks like stuff that you would see at Michael's. It's pretty cool. Whoever did this did a really, really good job on a lot of this Edgar Allan Poe stuff. I'm digging the 3 witches down here, and check out these little wood blocks for $4 with some of the gothic designs on them. Only $4 for that. Not bad at all. And the Carney style piece back here in the back with the frog boy. Wow, that's really cool. And then you've got the plague doctors and all of this stuff over here. Cool stuff. You never know what you're going to find when you hop into a thrift store. What's your favorite thrift store? Probably this one right now. And a Summerween sighting at Marshall's. Technically, I guess it's an Ed Hardy beach towel. It's kind of got Summerween vibes to it. So it's pretty close, since Summerween's kind of MIA this year. Got an Ed Hardy price though. And this kind of goes with the new Michael's Halloween line, the Bound by Magic. Here's this Celestial beach towel. If you're into this type of decor, check your Marshalls, because they definitely have you covered with some of the spookier beach towels. And the only thing at Ross is this Gordon Shumway Alf NECA figure for $7.99. But I'm not even gonna lie, it is cool. I do love me some Alf.
That's when Alf discovers the brother that wouldn't leave.
You know any women that fool around?
How long will he haunt the family?
The guy's a royal pain in the...
Then Rue McClanahan and Rue McClanahan with a cast of hundreds. They'll show one little boy the Halloween time of his life. The Wickedest Witch after Alf, Monday.
So that's kind of what's happening right now. World Market, I'm keeping my eye on World Market. I haven't seen any signs of anything online yet. I called a few World Market stores. They did tell me it would probably be late July before they had everything set up. I know in my area, World Market and Home Depot are one of the ones that come later to the Halloween party. They start setting up in like late July and they have their full displays set up in August. And it is confirmed, coming back full circle here to Spirit Halloween, that nationwide stores will start opening on August 22nd. So I believe my closest one that's going to open for the initial launch date is going to be either the Raleigh or Jacksonville area. So I'll definitely be covering it all in store and giving you all a sneak peek at what 2026 has to offer as soon as my first store opens. And I am starting to see signage popping up, so that is a good sign that we are well on our way to the best time of the year for Halloween. So if you're new here and you like this type of content, I do all things Halloween, Summerween, and everything in between, including retro and holiday inspired here on Derek BlackHearts Spooky Club. So if you're new here, how about slashing that subscribe button and also turning on that notification bell so you don't miss a moment of the spooky retro fun that we have here on the channel. And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
This is KOVR, Channel 13, Stockton, Sacramento, signing off another day of TV programming. KOVR is owned and operated by KOVR TV Incorporated. Good night from the staff and management of KOVR, Stockton, Sacramento.